Hi Darius, it's Miss Strother, and welcome to your screencast of your final exam draft. Oops, something on my microphone. Okay, sorry about that. I am going to first take your essay and put it into Word so that I can see some things. No, almost there. There we go. So that I can show you some things and not mess up your essay in the Google Drive. Okay, so what I can see is that you have a very nice heading. Personally, I would prefer to make that May 30th, comma 2014, but each of your teachers is going to see it differently, so there is no one absolute way you have to do that. But this is MLA formatting, and you have gotten it except for you want to swap those. Okay. So you have a nice title. Very cool. I think I would capitalize the L since you're capitalizing everything else because it's a title. You're always going to indent by pushing the tab button right there at the very beginning. And something strange I see, this is 14.5 font. So what we're going to do is push Control A, come up here to the font and change that to 12 points. So make sure you do that on your Google Drive essay as well. Now, I'm going to go through and kind of see if there are any kind of glaring things that you would get or lose points for. And I can already see that we've got sort of a contractions issue, so that should be would not. I see that you are carefully italicizing and capitalizing the Odyssey, but Oedipus is actually a short text. It's a play, it's considered a short text. So there are your quotation marks around Sophocles. So make sure you go down and change that every time you write you write Oedipus. Ooh, okay. So what I'm seeing, I'm going to click this button. I see two tabs here. Do you see how you have two tabs here? You want to only have, or that looks like three tabs. You only want to have one tab. Okay, story should not be capitalized. This should be capitalized and italicized. Okay, I can see you need to work on your parenthetical in-text citations. Parenthetical because it's in parentheses, in-text because it's in your writing, and you're citing a book that you have used. So you want to make sure there's no space there, but there is one space here. So the quotation mark goes at the end of the quote, and the period gets shoved out to the other side of the parentheses. So hopefully that will help you remember. Okay, again, some contractions. Fix those. Make sure you've got these tabbed in. Okay. Oh, these are all for the Odyssey? Okay, you just want to have one paragraph for the Odyssey. That's it. And there's for Oedipus. And you're missing a conclusion. Okay, so I'm going to read through your introduction and then possibly through your first paragraph. It looks like I will only get through part of it, but considering that you only have stuff about two stories and you don't have a conclusion, there's not all that much I can do to really bring your grade up. So you're going to have to put in the effort to make this better now. So let me read your introduction. Here we go. Nobody wants to be a villain because they always lose. The hero always ends up defeating the villain. Nice. Imagine if there were no villains in stories, the hero would have no one to fight, comma, which means the story would not be an action and adventure. I think we would take out kind because you want to make sure it's more formal. It would be a life lesson or learning experience. Learning experience, maybe story instead. It's the best I got for you at this second, but you can play with that. Villains are important because in stories they give the heroes meaning and purpose, and because they give the hero something to work for. Nice! For example, the books The Odyssey by Homer, The Odyssey, comma, by Homer, and Oedipus by Sophocles have a lot in common because the villains give the hero something to work for, and because the villains delay as much time as they can as much as they can to prevent the hero from reaching. Their goal. So this doesn't look like a thesis statement that we did in class, or a thesis statement that that I approved. So I want you to come and talk to me. A couple things, you're using the words a lot, which is not quite appropriate for an honors level essay. But then also you should have 3 texts in here, and you should only have one argument. It seems to me that you have an argument that they have a lot in common. Now, that's something that you could put in your introduction, but it's certainly not what you are arguing for in your essay. Who cares what they have in common? You want to argue for something that you can analyze. It's too simple, it's too simplistic, meaning it's more of a lower level than you are capable of, to just point out all of the things that they have in common. Now you want to argue for something. So this is the point at which I really can't help you anymore, because I don't know what you are arguing for or against. It seems to me that in the rest of this, you are telling me the story of the Odyssey, and I can see this supports the reason of villains delay as much time as possible. I can see that, but I don't know. You're arguing for too many things. This is that they give the hero meaning and purpose. So your 3 body paragraphs need to be about your 3 texts. So 1 for each text instead of 1 for each reason. So we don't want reasons. We want 1 argument, 3 texts. When you fix that, come back and see me and we will totally work on it. Darius, you're a really good writer, and this is actually the best that you have given me so far this year, and I am really proud that you gave it to me on time. So don't lose that. Keep up that momentum, and we will get you the A that you've been working for on this final exam project. So come see me soon.